got to be careful because there's only a couple of defenders.
Yeah, strap yourself in because we're about to see a bit of a brawl, and it's going to take place in mid first. FaZe comes out ahead of that one. Synopsy removed. Now the rest of the attack comes through towards A. GXX and Flatcho charging on through to take control of CT, and Rigon finds a big kill on towards FaZe, evening things back out. Flatcho jumping around like a roo, but not spotting anything at the moment. And he is actually going to get swung on by Soulfly. Sprunk now looking for the trade, but GXX with a huge double. Scenario gets one as well, leaves it all now on QB in a 1v3. Two of these players incredibly low, but he has to find them. And look at the angle Rigon's on. A lovely...
Is taken. It's a strong start, as expected, on the T side.
Oh, that's a strong kill from Kohokohdat. What a shot with the Desert Eagle. Flatcho removed before he gets a chance to even really see anybody. Bad news, Eagles. Throw a few smokes out, take control in towards mid. Window smokes off. Rigon now crawling his way through connector. Nobody actually in con itself. Kubi's on the other side of it. They want to pincer on through. He's been spotted off now. Put on notice. A smoke deployed to slow them down. More control gained from Bad News Eagles. Synopsy with that bomb. Now repositioning. Making it clear that A is the play and Corey has all of the information.
Oh, he can catch off these players. Underpass. GXX needs to be careful. Rigon gets boosted in at the very least. But look at Sangal's response. They're aware that there's this gap in towards jungle. For Bad News Eagles, they're just going to try and split on towards A. There's 3 defenders here for Sangal. But again, the question, it's that limited weaponry.
Yeah, Scenario just burns out QB as well. Rigon's walked onto the site, not spotted anyone. Reese has been tucked in towards Firebox the whole time. Gets a big kill with the Deagle, but it's still even now. 3v3 Scenario clearing out. And look at GXX in the back lines. He's about to end everything. Easy first kill. Rigon gets the follow-up. And Corey can do nothing but watch on in despair. Jumps his way over into window. And, well, best he can hope for is maybe fighting an exit, an AK, or any kills that are given to him.
I'm not sure he will really be allowed anything. Really nice crunch on towards A again from Bad News Eagles. And I just really like the spam coming through. FaZe, there's one bullet he rings out before he actually gets his kill. And it feels like there's like 3 AK magazines just ricocheting across all of the boxes. Tried to leave nothing to chance. It's still a nice little find. 2 casualties is not the end of the world for Bad News Eagles. As they continue to stop.
Moment. Not even giving B a look in. Gonna be pincering onto the A bomb site. And nobody at all is home. I might decide to budge this if they don't hear or see anything. Certainly would have heard that smoke being thrown over. Bomb should be planted momentarily as they make their way through, and that's Sangal's due to start making their way, moving as a very limp pack. Rigon gets some target practice. Nice spray from long range. He's going to get removed. Thatcher is there for another. He can clean up with the Mac 10. Synopsy looking with the Galil, and he might actually just want to go pick up that AK, and yeah, in fact, that's exactly what he's going to do. So, no harm, no foul.
The fact they're even hunting USPs here. I guess Corey does have Kevlar. So it would be significant. Because it will force 650 to come back out of his pocket. Synopsy clearing everything. He's even going to work his way around towards bench. He does jump and make noise. And why is a knife potentially to take these fights? As to is pretty much anyone on this roster. Leading the charge. Just throwing a molly just around the corner. Doesn't need his AK-47 because the flames will just distract and disperse Sangal as they reset back from jungle. So much control has just been gathered. There's plenty more utility that BNE can just keep throwing on forward.
Well, it's being fired off. Nobody wants to commit just yet. Atro jumping on over in towards the window, getting up close, has that bomb. There's so many CTs in towards CT. Soulfly hits a banger of a shot with the Desert Eagle, but Flatcho gets one back in response, and now they start to accelerate through. Not feeling comfortable. This smoke is actually giving the CTs a lot to work with. Soulfly is cutting off the rotations as well. Now, Flatro decides to commit through this. There's a crossfire in place, and oh, it's a shot from Kyubi right to the head of Flatro. Neri does deal with Soulfly, but look at the damage they're doing with these pistols. Another Deagle shot comes through. They are being absolutely demolished by the Deagles. Kyubi with an AK that he picked up gets another, and Rigon, 11 HP. The bomb planted for him. No kit, no smoke. But if he reveals his head, a single bullet will take him down. He swings up, the perfect time, but Kyubi with an even better shot.
What a round from Kyubi. 4 kills in it. And he hits every single beat. FaZe needed to start getting on the bomb as well.
Given those 4 consecutive rounds. So they're happy to keep fighting. Look at this position from Synopsy. He's just sitting in the smoke, waiting for it to fade. Kyubi's found Rigon though. So now Synopsy's position. I mean, Corey is holding for it. Somewhat aware of how much Bad News Eagles like to play his position, and Corey jiggles on in, removing Synopsy.
Bad News Eagles off the back of that as well. Reset in towards top mid. They've still got Flatro out towards Palace. He can activate his lurk at any time. But this double push in from mid for Sangal can be everything. Supported by the flashbang, but Scenario finds 2. Suddenly, this round is still on. But Scrunk tucked in under Palace. Flatro comes down the ladder, but he doesn't quite land the shots. So now Scenario is going through a really difficult clutch, but still finds Soul right and farm them all up.
Of course, it's going to be a quick round, and it's Bad News Eagles versus Sangal. Everything is quick here. Skunk with that MP9 is in a powerful position to walk on through, find 2, looking for that third, but Flatcher is able to adjust, and Rigon in the backline just found a huge kill. GXX goes, FaZe goes down, sorry, and AWP recovered. Rigon now though, it's a clutch, it's a difficult one. AWP in his hand, the Deagle shot rains on through, but does not connect. Oh, Soulfly deleted by Rigon. And he knows where Kyubi is. Kyubi's so low. A single Desert Eagle bullet would do it, but
Teams. And the madness is set to continue, even with Flatro missing an incendiary.
Soulfly behind the smoke, looking for a fight. It might just be given to him. Snary is right on there, walking around it as well, and he catches him off in the back line. Snary walking on in, using the smoke to his advantage. Now, look at all of the ground. Look at Freezy. Look where he is. He's about to walk around with the AWP. Finds one quick, swaps to the duel. He's just trying to run away, escaping in the smoke, and there's more. A leg comes through. Kyubi gets the kill. Fuzi eventually falls. Kyubi's just sitting here, waiting. Synopsy swings out.
Hero rifle of Rigon. What I will point out, and something to look forward to, and something that Rigon has done very well in most of these rounds, is what Scenario's doing now. There is an exploitation. Bad News Eagles keep finding this gap in towards connector. It's often getting them the kill towards jungle. This time, they're trying to find kills out towards Ticket and under Palace, because that's exactly where Sangal are.
Fuzi with the orb is nowhere nearby, so there is a pathway into this site if they want to go contact Soulfly. It's a difficult rotation for him, and he's being held for. Scrunk getting a little bit antsy, starts to edge his way forward, not spotting anybody yet. And getting curious. Soulfly's definitely heard that. In fact, he gets the kill off it. QB finds Rigon as he swings out. Scenario though, oh, actually it's Synopsy with the Deagle that gets the kill, but the damage was done with that Tech 9. Now Scrunk is under pressure. Soulfly swings out, but Scenario with another. Synopsy removes Scrunk as well. Not enough bullets in the chamber to get a third. Fuzi there as well to shut everything.
And now look at this. Newfound confidence of Fuzi. Swinging on in. Rigon down for the count.
Aggression rewarded. Flattery, even his chance of getting the trade is denied. A HE to his face. Fuzi accounting for everything at the moment. Synopsy lurking over towards apartments, finds nothing. One small bit of ground Bad News Eagles have gotten his mid. Look at Sangal. Quick on these rotates. Scrunk now getting a little deeper. He's actually going to spot them out. Bit of a headshot angle there. Just spot them over the edge. Synopsis found Fuzi. That's a big kill. That's the AWP removed in window. Soulfly spots them in connector. 3 players in here now, funneling through. Corey being held for. If he swings out here, it's going to be straight into the crosses of Synopsy. But instead, they're going to commit. Now Corey can swing off the distraction, but doesn't spot anybody. Now GXX running on through, removes Soulfly, Scrum on his own. He's been on the side the entire time, but he is removed. QB moves it up on over on the ticket, goes down after one. So now it goes into a 1v2. Corey, he is so far away, and GXX has his number.
Yeah, he's heard him. There's no way Corey surely doesn't.
As well. They've been playing so passive on A. This time around, they've taken full control of Rab. They're even pushing the issue further. Scenario spotted out, brought down low from Scrunk. Now that's A completely under their control. Soulfly boosts on over, gets one and rig on as well.
That's really nice. But again, this consideration, Sangal need to be aware that there is a gap in towards their spawn. And Flatro is forward out towards connector. Skrunk's gone, and so too is Fuzi. The only player left would be Kyubi, but Flatro finds him as well. Unbelievable. Breaking all of the defense, and all Sangal have to do now is try and hold on to the remainder of their players and their guns. But that rifle work, and again, that gap in connector is being the issue for Sangal.
Give them an inch and they take a mile, and they take every head with them. No one surviving.
Both of these teams. And the fact that Sangal have 7 on the defense should put them in really good stead in moving forward into this second half. I know that Mirage is a very different map, but we saw it yesterday against Heat, and we saw a prime showcase of it on Inferno. Sangal, they are a T-sided team. Oh wow, Regon just gives them a Mac 10.
Take that one. Charged on through, removed immediately, and bit of damage done here. Flatcho is wounded. More damage done as well. Scenario brought down low, so there's still an opportunity. The round feels impossible, but they can certainly do a lot of damage. Smoke onto the site, giving them a little bit of room to play around on the T side. Scenario looking on through, trying to find something. Flatcho's found one. Synopsy with one as well, and now they can just clean them up. Soulfly does get one nice kill at the very end, and that's a nice adjustment from Synopsy. Soulfly with another huge amount of damage here, but damage does not a round make, and Soulfly might not even get...
He play immediately out the gate.
Scoping on over, GXX spots nothing. Here comes the smokes. Spreading on over, look at the rotations. 4 CTs here to defend. QB spots nothing in mid. So now they can focus all their attention on the defense. Soulfly swinging on out, gets that first kill. A good headshot. Scrunk gets one over the smoke as well. So far they have found no inroads at all. Scrunk with another over the smoke. Leaves it now all onto Synopsy. 1 versus 5. And it feels all but inevitable. Now got all the upgrades, but means there's no smoke. It's just going to be a hit. On the other side, simple situation. Scenario with the kit and the smoke. No dual Berettas this time. This stack is insane.
Who's going to blink first, though? Because there's this standoff in top mid right now. I guess it all comes down to Kyubi and Fuzi maybe peeking out this extremity. Sangal, they're going the correct way. No one is here for Bad News Eagles. Completely empty.
We might see ourselves a 5v5 retake. Synopsy will get the first contact. He's holding the cross. That bomb likely goes over there. Taking their time.
They're going to be so confused.
Finding it completely empty. Not spotting anyone anywhere else either. Synopsy continues to peer on down short. Now he's about to spot everyone as they walk around the corner looking for him. Contact comes through, and in fact, Corey gets dinked on down, but stays alive, and the bomb gets planted. It's a 5v5 retake. A flash being set up for this peak.
Oh, they're waiting as well. They're trying to see if they get any audio cues. GXX being silent. Now that flash will rain on over. UB can take the first contact, but no, GXX finds both. And suddenly, this gets a whole lot more difficult for Sangal.
Got to fight their way through here. 2 players on the site, and Corey's removed, so it's just these players tucked in towards Firebox. Butcher going on over. Fuzi hits 2. The bomb, it's being defused, and the Chaos Knights are coming out, stabbing away. But Rigon... Yeah. Drops an AK across to his teammate.
Oh no, it's on a dig now.
Okay. Yubi gets the opener. He's brought down low, and he's pinned on in. Soulfly comes to support him. He's removed. Good dink coming on through. GXX gets one as well. Now QB, FaZe, not much they can do, or maybe they can. The scout does rain through for 1 kill, and in fact, with Fletcher and Scenario low, it's really anyone's game. It's very similar on both sides.
In some of these rounds, a fun little game to do is not actually look at what's going on the screen, but just look at the health bars, because in a matter of moments, they all move at once. Extraordinary. On Flatro on this angle is very powerful, especially if Scenario peeks here and gives up the ghost. That even gets a second kill. One Flatro now being put in this prime position to strike. And funnily enough, this round, again, it could still swing either which way.
Yeah, with that information gathered, Sangal don't want to commit. They know that Bad News Eagles spotted them on that walk-up cat. So they slow it down, they wait. Now they start to regroup, and they'll be walking straight into it. That's the first kill on the Flatro. Synopsy actually not going to be spotted. Smoke goes down. He has to walk around it. Fuzi's holding for it. Here's out the right-hand side. Synopsy comes out ahead. Skrunk is planting, but he's exposed. Has to just scamper away, just running away. No armor as well. Synopsy has everything to do it, and he's able to take him down with ease. So they do convert, but Sangal, they make it expensive.
They might force back in again, you know. There is a conversation piece for it. Because whilst this defuse comes in, it's 4 kills and a...
Being held for at the moment. So his exit that side is a little tricky. He has a safer path towards mid, though.
Flatro's an underpass as well. Just about to move. Synopsy is very isolated here over at A. Corey and Soulfly, they could double swing his position. He'd be in a world of trouble. Bad News Eagles be worlds away from rotating back towards A. Smoke's being lined up now by Skrunk. And that hit, it looks like it might come in, although it appears to be a little bit of a lurk. Deep Smoke's now deployed. When's that Palace activation going to come through?
At the moment, it's just Synopsy here, but the rotations start to scramble. Scenario making his way over. Flatro there. Good timed in center. It is slowed down. Now everyone is here for the CTs. Sangal still haven't committed. They're just peering on out, looking for a fight. QB not spotting anybody quite yet. Now FaZe, he's going to be selling the fake. The delay, now throwing out the Molotov. They think it's him. Everyone's going over there, but Synopsy doesn't budge. He gets the kill. Kubi goes down to Flatro. Corey looking to adjust. It's a wild spray, and it doesn't connect. Thankfully, Skrunk is there, but now it's just Skrunk. 1 versus 3, and they are swarming him from every angle. Finds a big kill. Now Scenario, he's low. He has to tuck on in. GXX with that AK making his way over. Skrunk's actually committing to the plant. Gets it down, but Scenario gets the kill.
It's crazy. It's absolute craziness.
Going for it.
A for effort.
Yeah, A for effort. Effort. They need more than just effort. Need the follow through. Bad News Eagles, Brandon, you talked about their CT side being stronger, and well, it's looking great so far. Sangal struggling to break the defense. Bad News Eagles always flocking together and ready for these fights. This round could be the difference. Soulfly coming on through mid. He's gonna catch off Flatro completely unaware. Gets that opener. Scenario, one back in response. Soulfly continuing to accelerate on through. Looking for Scenario, but Scenario finds him first. All the kills now going the way of the CTs. They swing on out. Fuzi looking to reposition. He lines them up. A double kill.
Out.
Scenario, almost put out, but not cleared out by Soulfly. He's removed now. Scenario does eventually get treated, but Flatro's here with one of his own. Good kills back in response. Fuzi has taken ground as well. Synopsy close on by. Even dropping HD over. Ribbon catches up. Skrug spamming on through. Fuzi lucky to be alive off the back of that. A reload coming on through, and he pops on over, but GXX is holding for it. What looked for a second like a chance for Sang.
Since they did, it's just been all Bad News Eagles.
Well, that's one going the way of Sangal. They found openings before, haven't been able to convert. This time they slow down off the opening, and that might be the answer. Don't immediately commit off it. That's what Bad News Eagles love to do. You're playing straight into their playbook. It's a playbook they are very well versed in. Troll in mid being established. Flatro throwing out the nade. Just about dodged by Skunk. Mid firmly being established. Great utility in response. Soulfly catches a Flatro just walking through the smoke, punished for it. Now he's holding for the Synopsy as well, who decides to a little bit. Swings on out, but there's Soulfly. 2 huge kills.
Now look at this routing. Regon has to try and account for middle. And that's going to allow Sangal to roll out the red carpet, stroll in towards B, and lock down the bomb. It's a nice little play, though. Underpass push. Could catch them off guard, because FaZe, is he holding for it? Kind of. He's thinking about the consideration, but he turns away at the last possible moment, and now he scopes on short. Does he turn around? Or does Regon find the kill? No. Trained on the position. FaZe holds and accounts for it. GXX left all alone.
Yeah, he's just holding for exits now, and he might well get one. Given they've taken down one player in apartments, they're going to feel like that's the safer exit path. So GXX in a good position now to at least get one more. They're actually going to juggle into him. Oh my god, Corey. Absolutely. Well, see if they can get another. They're now in the best position they've been in for some time with these 2 Deagles in play. Regon looking to use a bit of a gap here to try and find something. And really it has to be these rifles to make it work. Tries to kill here. Ooh, Soulfly, almost an opportunity. Synopsy jumping on as well, but he got punished in this position last time. They're being so thorough and diligent with these clears. Actually, it's kind of been baited into GXX's crosshair. So Soulfly playing a deadly game here in lower mid.
Biding their time. This is how Sangal got their first opportunity before, because Bad News Eagles just wanted to swing, take these fights, and it's actually this position that Soulfly is currently in that was enabling some multi-kills. 50 seconds left. Pressure is still on Sangal to work their way forward to a bomb site. It looks to be mid to B. And that's the correct decision, because the only player here is one Flatro, and he's only got a Deagle.
Okay, shoving up and down once again. Got that Rue-like behavior ingrained in his body. And now they're going to be swinging on through Synopsy. A massive kill. Keeping it even now. But QB immediately responds to Synopsy. Forced out into the open. Another kill on that defense. Flames go down. The bomb can be planted, but they have the man advantage. And they just push on through. FaZe misses a critical shot. Repositions to hold off. And Synopsy, he's dealt with. A huge kill to find. Corey waiting to swing up. But QB is killing everybody. Ooh. Corey eventually swings, but it's a little bit scary. And now he's spotted GXX. Scenario, a huge kill as well. 2 versus 2 now. No kit on either of these players. Important to note, FaZe holding the Scenario swing. And GXX, that might be it. No way through now. No kit, no time. Has to back out with his life.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Bad News Eagles, because they have pieced that one together. They knew exactly where Sangal were. As FaZe had fired off his AWP from short in the meantime. Sangal tie up the scoreline. They're moving quick in towards B. It could just be a pop.
Ready to go. Soulfly, he's the one leading the charge, but look how many reinforcements are here once again. Regon gets one. Soulfly gets that entry, but Regon has double up. It's huge. Skunk with one as well. The kills just keep going back and forth. GXX, he's revealed, and now they're trying to lock him in. That rotation coming over from Scenario, but GXX at the moment isolated on the island. Molotov comes through to force him out. FaZe looking the Tech 9 to take the fight, but it's Skunk that comes out ahead. Now Scenario, 1v1. FaZe goes down and Scenario falls back. Slow things down. FaZe repositioning, spotted out. Oh, the leg comes through. He stays alive. FaZe, I'm not sure if he knows it. This is all the chips on the table for Bad News Eagles. They've gone all in on this round. Those FAMASs, that's their last chance. GXX, no AWP for you this time around. M4 only. Look at this. Sangal, they've found success in B now multiple rounds in a row, so why try and fix what's not broken? I'll certainly be trying to break Bad News Eagles here. Regon, he's the only one anywhere nearby. Just need to get past him. He came with the multi-kill a couple of rounds ago. Here comes the hit, the utility, ready on through, a flashbang over, Rigon, under pressure, fully blinded, sitting around the pillar, Soulfly swings out and takes him down. GXX did rotate over and gets one in response.
But that's the bomb planted. Oh, and a flat throw. That might incentivize this retake to come over. Look at those rotations coming back in. Bad News Eagles resigning the fact that they could have been saving, but Kyubi will trade out the kill. 3 versus 3, and FaZe is holding this line but can't quite connect the shot. Second time of asking, another missed opportunity. Kyubi full blind, and FaZe on the Tech 9. Is there anything this man can't do but a 1 versus 1? There's no time for the bomb. And Scrunk, I think he's just about secured it. 15 on the board, despite Bad News Eagles getting all of the frags. Flames forcing them back temporarily. A slight one-way deployed by Synopsy, countered by a bottle of flame from Sangal. And FaZe is holding for one flat throw, but he peeks the wrong way. And now he keeps swinging forward. This is brave, and it's going to be punished.
Oh, a second kill as well. Scrunk getting Synopsy is huge. Flatcher, his name was already on the gravestone. After that initial peek through out in the open, there was so many players that spotted him and had him locked in, but Synopsy going down, that one hurts. Give Sangal that man advantage, and they're looking like they want to group up once again towards B. Rigon could be the complete undoing, though. He either wins the round, or it all falls if he goes down here, but he's caught the timing. Walking on up, nobody is ready for him. All the backs are turned. Gonna split out Scrum, swinging around, they all line up. Rigon takes down 3. A 4th not able to be connected. Corey's there, but now Scenario and GXX have all the information, and Corey has to pull off an incredible clutch.
They're both coming in from short as well. He's got no idea. Bottom not quite presented. But now he can't peek from any of these angles. Smoke starts to fade. He sees one, and he cannot spot Scenario. Scenario's crossed over. Corey has no idea to keep Bad News Eagles in the game. Scenario locks it in. We go for one more round.
And what a round that was from Rigon. That was a situation they were in a 3v. That's where the success has been found.
Ruddy B about to come out. FaZe gets launched into orbit. Can't see a thing. Very passive stance being adopted by Bad News Eagles. Looks like I'll take their time. Synopsy and Ladder trying to counter that mid to B. GXX, he's here in close proxy. Synopsy's position could be everything here.
Yeah, GXX, he's going to get smoked off and start to rotate, but yeah, you're absolutely right. Oh, that's just completely circumnavigated. They run straight on through, remove Rigon, but now Synopsy can activate, gets one. Synopsy with one as well. GXX, sorry, doubles up, and he's still on the side, still fighting. QB and Corey now, 2 versus 4. 2 of these players so low, but GXX removes one. QB now all onto him, and there is GXX.
Keen to do it in 2. Ancient, not a consideration for them. Thing of the past, but GXX will strike in this round. Good opener.
Good kill to find. Sangal definitely want to force the issue here. Scrunk just runs straight on over, but Scenario is ready for it. FaZe brought down low. Scenario finishes the job. Corey and Kyubi just have to sit here watching on all their teammates' bodies fallen in ramp. That's another added to the tally. Well, mentioned how they'd been running against a brick wall at the A site in that first half of their T side, but once they stopped going to A and they started focusing B and mid, that's what they...
Now it looks to be a little bit more of a default spread. GXX looking to take point in towards window, drops a deep molly for the back boxes. Fortunately for Sangal, no one is there to receive it.
Ooh. Soulfly, though, gets himself the opener. Flatcher falls in towards connector, and Sangal once again finding success in mid. This time around, they're looking to reposition over towards A. They've got players in mid that can come through on that wrap through con. Connector was where they found a lot of success, but FaZe playing with fire here, just spamming on through. So Scenario has the information that there's an AWP sitting here. And that flash actually going to be setting him up. Doesn't peek off it though. The timing not quite there. He just tucks on in. Not committing quite yet.
There's no utility on A for Bad News Eagles. If Sangal go into this, it's going to have to be a head-on collision for Bad News Eagles. They've got to be so careful. Regon now taking point towards mid, looking to try and help his team in case this commitment comes in. Sangal peering, leading the line with FaZe, but GXX is on the other end to receive. Well, it would actually completely eliminate him. Scenario hasn't moved his entire time in blindside scrum.
Corey in mid does catch off Rigon on that rotation, but again, it feels too little too late. He's found an avenue through at the very least, but GXX removes his teammate and removes him. 3 in the row, peers on through, doesn't spot anything of his own. A re-smoke as well to enable him to peer on over, but there's Soulfly, that opener. GXX, the danger man from the round prior, removed before he can even hit a shot.
Reap the rewards of middle. Sangal. And Flatro, though, re-peeks out. This time, unlike in regulation, he's able to escape a safe passage. Look at Kyubi. His push on towards ramp could be everything, but he tries to spot out Scenario. But he is drawing these rotations. 45 seconds left. One Flatro hasn't moved a muscle. Flames have not pushed him from his line. And with Sangal resetting towards B, it's only Synopsy here at the moment.
We know how quickly Bad News Eagles like to rotate, though, and the lack of any contact at the moment, everyone's second guessing. The bomb's actually been dropped again in top mid. Now it's going to be picked up. They're going to be going mid to A. There are 3 players in towards jungle and window. It's in a very difficult spot to get past. Soulfly going to be the one taking initial contact, swinging on out, looking for the fight. Flatro tucked on in, swings out at the perfect time. Rewards himself with a kill. Scenario with another. Corey pushing on through with the bomb. He is dropped, and there's just no time. It can't even be collected. Kyubi can do nothing. Sangal, well, they get nothing on.
Ready and waiting. Regon, do you know what? He's wasting no time. Look at how fast he is. Out towards A already. Takes a leg. Easy will remove. Good nade. Being thrown in by Corey. All the early damage. Falls favor to the CTs.
Yeah, they've got 2 players on B as well, so they can easily defend this if that is where the hit comes through. QB not going to spot anything in mid at all. Synopsy might actually get spotted out here, playing around with all this utility, and in fact, Corey. A silent boost has enabled him to get up, but the flames immediately force him off. He actually caused a lot of rotations to come through. The flash over the top, Synopsy charging on in, looking for this fight, peering around these smokes, the gaps that have been made for him. He's the only one here, but look at the rotations he has drawn, making it seem like this hit is coming, but eventually he falls. Now Flatro makes his way up into window, a position we saw him in a few times. QB looked like he considered it. The timing eludes. Flatro walks on past. FaZe finds GXX as well. And all these carefully placed pieces start to unravel. QB catches Flatro back turned. Rigon and Scenario now 2 versus 5.
And FaZe's just stopped peeking towards Connector. It doesn't allow Rigon an opportunity or anything back in this round through Connector. Bad News Eagles go. 20 seconds left. And now FaZe will strike. Just on one of those weird timing selection picks. And now Scenario can't get past Scrunk. A flawless round.
It's a bit of a spread early on. Flatro, he's taking aggression in mid. Under the smoke. Walking on through, and he's not spotting anybody. Going for this contact, and we might spot out. Yeah, there's the head, and there's the kill.
Soulfly. And trades. Oh! Dinks Flatro on the full. Well, I'm looking at FaZe in towards B apps. He's ahead of that smoke. No, he's not. Oh, it just covers his line of sight. And Regal's just in sandwich. Again, it's one of these fun camera pans where Bad News Eagles have taken so much space for free, and Sangal have got no idea. They're pushing top middle. That's fantastic, but Regal's about to be in CT.
Gets flashed on through, and it's perfect. The shot is even better. FaZe misses the adjustment. Rigon does eventually fall. But now it's a 2v4. Scenario wants to get this bomb down, starts to plant it on in, a smoke deployed through, and he is removed. The plant actually gets denied. That is huge. Now, GXX holding in for Corey. Soulfly is the one in the clutch. 1 versus 3. Peers on over, spots GXX, but now his position is known. He has to pull off what feels like the impossible, and it is.